Hi y'all, it's Kimberly here. Thank you for coming to my channel. Well, today Todd and Julie Chrisley were convicted of various charges of defrauding banks and evading the IRS. If you don't know who these people are, they had a reality TV show called Chrisley Knows Best. He was the micromanaging dad that micromanaged his kids and his whole family, everybody around him. I watched a few of the shows, but I really wasn't too much of a fan. Honestly, he gave me too much anxiety with the way he would micromanage everybody, so I really didn't enjoy watching it. It was interesting and sometimes a little funny, but, well, these two were convicted in court. They've been on trial since May 17th, and today they were convicted of conspiracy to commit bank fraud, conspiracy to defraud the U.S., and tax fraud. And Julie also received an extra conviction of wire fraud. And she probably got that conviction through somehow the way she was handling the money, transferring it from bank accounts or taking it out of one bank account to another to possibly hide it or do something. There's numerous ways you can commit wire fraud, but with the money that they had gotten, it was gotten through illegal ways. Their ex-attorney, Peter Tarantino, he was also convicted of two charges. He was convicted of conspiracy to defraud the U.S. and willfully falsifying tax returns. And the reason that he created the false documents for the tax return was to increase the appearance of the Chrisley's wealth, which that way they could get more loans or higher loans with more money. And in doing that, he ended up getting himself in a lot of trouble doing that. And so if you're getting loans through false documentation, that's illegal. It's not okay to do that. You can get some serious charges for that, and especially if you start putting it into bank accounts and transferring it and doing different things with it. As I said, she got a wire charge fraud. That's probably how it happened, and these charges for the Chrisleys can get them possibly up to 30 years in prison. And they also walked away from $20 million worth of debt by filing bankruptcy. So if you're filing bankruptcy and you've gotten the money by, ill-gotten means, or in that, illegally obtain the money, you can't file bankruptcy and just walk away from it. You're still able to be charged with numerous crimes. And there are also possibly some hidden money, believed to be hidden with the help of the attorney, Peter Tarantino. And they were turned in to the FBI by Todd's ex-business partner, Mark Braddock. Now, he got immunity for turning in the Chrisleys. And he also admitted to doing numerous illegal things, helping with, creating documents and just doing a lot of things. He also admitted to impersonating Todd Chrisley, which I don't know if he would be charged with extra crimes for doing that, but this guy, he probably did just as much, just as many bad things as Todd Chrisley did, or the Chrisleys, in their pursuit to get all this money. And he's going to basically walk away from it. And that's for testifying against the Chrisleys. And he's admitted to numerous things. He was, Todd Chrisley owned Chrisley Asset Management. He was a business partner with Mark Braddock. And Mark Braddock has also stated that him and Todd had an affair for a year-long affair, which Todd has denied. Although there's a lot of rumors about Todd's orientation. His own son has at one time made remarks about he should just come out of the closet already, or something to that effect. I don't know. They've been married for a very long time. I want to think about 30 years or more. I don't really remember. I remember something on that show, one of the shows that I was watching, and they were talking about it. They've been married for a very long time. He said that he saw her one time at a party, and he said it was love at first sight, that he saw her and he just thought she was the most beautiful thing. And they've been married. They have children together, and there's always been a question about his orientation, and he's always denied it. There's never been any real definitive proof other than, I think there may have been another person that said that I can't really remember, but I think there was something in the past about another individual saying that he had an affair with Todd, which he ultimately, Todd denied all of that. And so their show always had a little bit of controversy, and there was always something going on, either infighting with the kids, and just back and forth. It was just a typical reality show. And these guys were, at the top of the reality show chain. They were like one of the top reality shows for a long time. And now, they let the greed get to them, and they could possibly spend numerous years in prison. These charges are not light charges. They're going to go to a federal prison probably, which federal time, or being in a federal prison is, I don't know, never been to prison, but allegedly is a little bit easier than spending time in a state prison or something, a private prison, state prison. But nevertheless, going from a multimillionaire to going to prison, there's a lot of wealthy people that they do stupid things, and they end up ruining, every good thing that they have because of greed or jealousy or something like that. There's always some emotion or some kind of need or desire or want, and it ruins, basically ruins their life. The millions that they made off the TV show and the business that they own, that wasn't enough for them. They had to create false documents and obtain these loans and live a luxurious life beyond the means of their wealth, what the means of what their actual wealth was. And they ended up pretty much, I want to say, ruining their life. I mean, maybe they'll get a few years, or I really can't see them getting any kind of probation for this, because these defrauding the U.S. or tax evasion, it's very hard to get away from getting any time in prison when you commit, especially a tax fraud or tax evasion type of charge. It's a lot easier to commit a heinous crime and get away with a smaller conviction sometimes than it is to defraud the U.S. government. So they're in a very precarious position. Their sentencing, I don't know when that's going to be, but I just wonder what these two will end up getting. This is shocking and a little bit, people have, the best handed to them, and they just want more. Greed just gets to some people, and it just totally ruins their life. Okay, thank you all for coming to my channel, and when I find out about their sentencing, I'll probably make another video about that too. All right, thank you. Y'all have a good night.